Mm-hmm. You had a bunch of compliments.
I did. You could tell he was trying to flirt. Are you excited to be here?
Mm-hmm. I'm just tired. I get awake, but I'm tired.
I won't get awake. Welcome back, everyone. Today's video, we have a special guest in the building. We have Miss Ashley back again.
Here I am.
This is like your third video with me, right?
I think so.
Get
rid of me.
By popular demand.
You could get rid of me, but I don't want you to.
By popular demand, Ashley is back. I have been getting asked so much to have her come back in my videos, and today we're just gonna be doing our makeup. I'm already like side-eyeing her. What makeup you have going on? But we're gonna be doing our makeup and answering some of your questions. So I asked on Instagram what questions you have for us, and
I'm nervous.
you're nervous. Some of them are. So we'll start off easy though. So
okay, just like, what's your sister's name? Gina. Gina. Again, apologies.
That's a good one. I still have to post yours. We did. I saw a trend going around where you would ask like your friends questions, and if they got it wrong, you got to dunk their head in water. So I posted a 3-parter on my Instagram. Turns out my friends know nothing about me.
Yeah.
Not at all. And then Ashley and Katie each got to take turns. So I have Ashley's edited. I knew a lot about you.
You did.
I asked your college name and I said like Greenboro, and you're like, no, it's Greensboro. And I was like,
it's not Greensboro, not Greenboro.
this is the same thing.
No, it's not.
What college did I go to?
Ohio. Iowa. No. It's like, I was gonna say MIT. It's not MIT. It starts at 3.
It is.
It's
you're
not.
right.
It's not.
Wow.
It's not a school anymore.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
She does listen.
Listen, I woke up the next day and I was like, I'm gonna have a battle off with Katie. Like, this is all the stuff that I know about her.
Oh my gosh. Wow. I'm impressed. AIB. AIB.
John's wedding, July 11th.
Shoot, I don't know. It's July
11th.
Okay, I'll believe you.
You should check that.
I have no idea. My brother's getting married. I'm so excited. And they just got a new puppy. So cute. You owe me a soda, or whatever you used to say back in the day. What was that saying back in the day? If you said the same
Jinx,
thing?
you owe me a soda. Coke.
Right? I thought it was something
it's
specific. I thought it was Coke too. That's funny. You owe me a Coke.
Wait, what are you doing?
I'm doing my foundation first.
No, I know that. What kind of look are you doing?
I think I'm just gonna do something similar to how I looked last night.
Beautiful.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
We had a holiday party last night. Sure did. I think the downfall was the jungle juice at dinner.
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt like I was complaining because I was like, this isn't enough. Like, not everyone even gets like a full glass because they bring you out like a fishbowl. It was also $60. Like, I thought that was expensive.
I don't like that it was like us all sharing drink. I mean, you know, I'm not.
She don't like to share drinks.
It's just
She don't like germs.
No.
Not that she doesn't like to share her drinks. She just doesn't like the germs part.
Yeah.
Doesn't like the germs part of it.
Even my husband, he's like, you're not gonna drink water, my water bottle, even though you need water, and it's me. And I'm like, that's correct.
That is so weird to me.
I got like dying.
I've used my ex-husband's toothbrush before.
Oh God, no. No.
Like, is that true? I feel like I have. No, I definitely have. Yeah, no, I have.
Ew.
I felt like
that's why I can't drink my drinks.
I felt like I was like complaining, and then I don't know. The night took a turn, and I was like, I think it was the jungle juice.
Yeah.
I think it was very strong. Squad wants to know
what I'm doing right now because I don't know either. Trying to cover up these bags.
Feel that. They want to know how we met and our first impressions of each other.
Well, we met here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we met at our apartment complex in Las Vegas, but we didn't become friends right away.
We had a very slow rolled relationship.
Yeah.
Intentionally,
sure.
like we both kind of, me and my husband intentionally wanted it that way. Like, it's a new place, there's a bunch of new people, young, different industries, you don't know, I don't know.
And you, I think, so when I first moved in here, I was like, I'm gonna be friends with everybody.
We were the opposite.
Because that's just who I am. I think everyone's great. Like, I'm very I feel like I'm very like, I don't know, street smart, I guess, but I'm very naive when it comes to people because I see the best in everybody. And I hate saying that I shouldn't because like, ew, but like, I just believe everyone's a good person. And so when I moved here, I was like, yeah, friends with everybody and I love everybody. And then I very quickly was like, oh.
Oh, I just got foundation on that hat. I think it's Katie's. Sorry, Kate dog.
That's why I didn't wear the hat while I was doing makeup. But
I think I did, I think I take the opposite approach. Like, I think everyone's bad until you prove that you're a good person, then like, I'm all in.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess it's like, it's not that I want to be that way, but I do need to like have my guard up a little bit more. I feel like though now I feel like my guard's up pretty high.
Yeah.
After, I mean, you can only get burned so many times before you're like,
humanity kind of sucks.
Yeah, I'll put my guard up a little bit. Yeah, like, so I always knew you, and you know, we have like the bar restaurant at the complex, so like I would see her and her husband. We would like talk and stuff, but
I remember seeing you and I was like, she's pretty. You're beautiful. It was because I was sitting with someone and I was like, close your mouth. And then I looked over and I was like, she is pretty. Like,
oh my God.
I remember thinking that, but I don't know what my first impression of you was.
That's so funny. I know, I'm trying to think of like
our first combo kind of was about makeup.
Oh, okay.
I asked you about like Charlotte Tilbury.
Okay. I remember talking to you about Natasha Denona.
Yep, Anna.
Yeah, you're right.
I was like, hey.
You're right, yeah. Because I really don't remember either. Like, so your husband loves to wear cardigans, which I find hysterical.
He's such an old man.
Like, I love it.
I love him.
And I was always like, what a sweet, cute little couple. Like, and because like you're so tiny. And
do you
like,
still think that?
Not at all. not a single chance.
After living with us for almost a month, I am curious what you think about our relationship.
You guys didn't take no celery juice shots with me the whole time I lived. No, you did. You did. It's so funny, like, that you definitely can judge.
Yeah.
What is it? Don't judge a book by its cover, but like, it's very much easy to do so.
We went to the club together.
What club?
Right? The one night with like the limo and everything.
Oh, 4th of July night.
My husband and I were only that was one of our first photos. And we were there for like an hour and I was like, all right.
One of my favorite photos.
It's cute.
Like, still one of my favorite photos. Yeah. Well, I feel like we had like random times that we were like thrown together, whether it be at the bar, at the pool. Like, we used to become
friends.
I honestly, like, I was thinking about it and I feel like Hawaii is what like solidified our friendship, but like we had to have been friends before I jumped on a plane to go to Hawaii with you for your coworker's wedding.
Like, I remember when I was like super depressed,
Yes,
and I called you.
Yes, you did.
And I remember calling you and I was like, why am I calling her? Why am I calling her? Like, we are not close. And then you were like, hey, no, I'm going out to dinner. And I was like, all right, that's cool. And you're like, oh, okay, are you okay? And I was like, yeah. And then I was like, I'm not okay. And then you came over that night. But I remember hanging up and being like, tell her that was a mistake. That was a mistake.
Wait.
And we talked for like hours.
I totally forgot about that because your husband had been gone.
Yeah.
Like, he'd been traveling for a while and you'd been here by yourself.
And I felt myself slipping into like a serious depression.
Yeah. And we had like talked a little bit about at the bar and I had mentioned like my brand and like products and like what I try to do like with my community, but I had also talked about like my own like mental health struggles as well. And I remember thinking, because you called me and we talked and then I came over and we talked for a really long time. And I remember going home and being so like, I was that person for someone.
You were.
That's like such a special thing.
I just
like
got goosebumps. You were. You were. You dropped everything. Came over. And remember, like, we were wrapping up it was probably at the beginning of the night. You were like, I didn't know how to start this. If like you were just gonna be like, this is what's going on. I didn't know how I was gonna start it. Like, you came in, you're like, so how's your day? Your house is nice. And I was like, thank you. We chatted for like 2 minutes about bullshit.
Yeah.
And I was like, so anyways, and you're like,
so
okay. All right.
About my depression.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. No, I remember thinking too that it was very I was just very impressed with you that you were able to reach out to someone that wasn't really your close friend yet. Like, you know, it can be easier to talk to your close friends when you're struggling. It's really hard to reach out just in general. And then it's hard to reach out to someone you don't know all that well because you don't know what they're going to think about you and if they're going to judge you or what they're going to say or like things like that. And I remember leaving that night and being like, that's so impressive to me. Like, I hated that you were going through it, obviously, but like...
Well, it took episodes like that before not catching it. And that's hard. And I used to hide them. And then also my husband and I would talk about it a lot. Like, if I am not willing to say like I need help or like this is what's going on, even when he's traveling, he doesn't know how to handle me. He doesn't know what he's walking into. He doesn't know how he can support me because I'm like, everything's fine, it's great, it's great. And then I'm just like dying.
Yeah.
Thanks for answering.
Yeah, always.
That was so nice.
I'm trying my like so hardest not to cry right now. Because once I start, it's like so hard to stop. I really don't even want to do my makeup since we're not doing anything tonight. Like, no,
I didn't know if we were gonna like fake like we're going out today.
I know, right? You still need someone to go to Cold Tiki with you. It makes me feel really glad that I could be there for you in that way. I mean, I like to think that that's the kind of person I am. You know, I think it's like a tricky thing with the social media because that's something that I like talk about a lot, and I do talk about mental health struggles and depression. That's something I've talked about since the beginning of being on social media. But I do, like, I talk about like being there for my community. There's times where I've had phone calls with my subscribers, obviously like emails, DMs. Like, I have one-on-one like Zoom calls with people when on Thanksgiving. I literally sat here on Thanksgiving and was just trying to be in my DMs as much as I could. I ended up doing a Zoom call with a woman who was like going through a lot. I guess it's like I try to make sure that I'm the same person like in social media and in real life, and like that's how I am in real life too. Like, I want people to feel supported, and I want people to be able to talk about those things, because when you don't, that's when life gets scary, as someone who's gone through it. So,
and my boss was awesome in that too.
Yeah,
Kristen, I don't know if you watched Sammy Joe's stuff. Shout out to her. She gave me 3 weeks off. Like, she was like, this, you gotta get your house right. You have to get you right. And God, that means the world when you have like so much stuff going on. Like, I remember one of the things I was having like a mental breakdown about was like taxes. Like, any little thing, well, taxes is a little thing, but like it was paralyzing. Yeah,
I'm glad that you had that too, because that's not always like,
that is not always the case.
Common. Yeah. No. And then for me, what kind of stuck out to me was Hawaii. So like, we had already like had started to bond, and I was like hanging out with you guys more, and I was actually like coming to because I didn't really go to the bar a lot, but I would come down to the bar to like watch the games with you guys and like things like that, and started to like come around more. And there was one time where Ashley goes, so I'm going to Hawaii in 3 days for my coworker's wedding. My husband can't go anymore. Like, now he has to go somewhere for work. So like really last minute, he couldn't go. She's like, do you want to go? And I'm looking at her like, listen, if we're talking about travel, I'm gonna go. So if you're not being serious, like, tell me now, because I booked my flights that night. Like, and within 3 days notice, like, I found someone to come to the apartment to stay with Aries while I was gonna be gone. And it was a short trip anyways, and like, I didn't have anything super pressing with work that I needed to do. Nope, I was like, I'm coming. So I booked my flights that night, and then we went to Hawaii for like, it was only like 3 days, right? Like, we were not there very long. But you were there for a coworker's wedding, and I was your +1, and I felt like that's kind of like,
it's a good time. We laid out on the stars.
We did. We watched the stars. We did.
We're so stupid.
Find us on OnlyFeed.
Funny.
Good one. Oh, we went in the ocean. One of us did the worm at the wedding. I don't know which one.
I got it.
Yeah, that was when I was like, oh, okay, not at all what I was expecting.
This is my favorite song.
Meanwhile, I'm in the back talking to like 4 dudes about football,
and I'm doing
the worm. Ashley's on the dance floor doing the worm. She's like, what? And I'm like, what? We're looking at each other like, what? What are you doing? So that's how that's a very long story of how we met. And
we're not gonna get
our
any
first impressions together. Wait, someone is sending me pictures of nachos. Amanda, makeup just for fun. Thank you. I love when people send me pictures of nachos. It just makes me so happy. A lot of people also want to know what you do as a career.
I want to know what people think I do, and I'll tell you a story
I do too.
Okay, I'll tell it first. Okay. I was at the bar for work. Well, not for work.
Okay.
My most recent trip at the hotel, I was at the bar, and I was talking to these 2 guys for like 2 hours probably. Okay. And then they were like, what do you do? I was like, getting ready to tell them, then I stopped and said, what do you think I do?
I love it. I love a good guessing game.
And they have 100% sales. Which I've been positioned to do sales forever. I can't do it though. Like,
okay.
I can sell stuff not knowing like my livelihood is like on the line.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
Can't do it.
Yeah.
So 3 guesses. It was sales, legal,
okay,
HR.
Oh.
And I said I just failed my harassment training.
Yeah, you didn't do good at that.
I did not do well.
Didn't do good.
But yes, I am a senior manager of customer success operations at a tech company.
I don't know what that means.
What do you think I do?
You're on the phone a lot.
Ugh. Yeah.
Like when I lived with you, like she was always on the phone. Like I'm always on my phone typing social media. You're always on your phone calling people in meetings and all of that. I don't know, it's very intense. Are you wearing green eyeshadow?
Yeah, I'm trying something new. We're not going anywhere.
I'm trying something new. She
not
says,
going
like
anywhere.
she doesn't wear green eyeshadow all the time now.
This will be my 3rd.
Wow. I think it's more than that. I think it's like 5.
Maybe.
Because of all the VGK games too.
Ugh.
Yeah.
You're right.
It's so funny though, I like that. Yeah, I just always say you work in tech. She works in tech. She does really well for herself. like that's all I got.
I can't believe I got wrote up for that.
I can. And I've been removed from corporate for 13 years. Love a good guessing game though. I was actually just thinking about this because I keep making people guess everything. I make people guess, like when I was talking to the one guy about like our like nationalities or whatever, and he was like, what's yours? I was like, guess. Like, and that was
what
fun.
did you say?
I can't remember.
Irish.
Oh, because I said I would give him a hint.
Oh.
We've entered into a new era for Samantha. Also, so when I went to Scottsdale, I was talking to one guy and he asked what I did and I said guess, and he he was like, it's probably something like totally unexpected, and I said yes, and now I cannot remember.
I feel like that would be like nurse.
And it was something medical.
Really? Oh wait,
like
well, that's
tech.
cheating because I knew that you were.
True.
Maybe that's why. I think.
Yeah, he said something like a tech, like a X-ray tech, or just like something like so random.
Okay.
But I usually say author, because I feel like that throws people off even more, and then I don't have to go into the whole like, what's your Instagram? And I'm like, oh god. I just don't want to deal with that. So I said author, and he was like, yeah, no, I wouldn't have guessed that. And I was like, what?
Samantha March world. Samantha March world.
Not even close.
Sammy Jojo.
March
Beauty world.
Word.
Right
words.
March Beauty word.
Everyone thinks it's world, but it's just word. My first Instagram was March Books Beauty.
Ooh,
because I did mostly books at the time, and then I switched it to beauty, so I switched it to beauty word to still like have books in there. But then I asked another guy because he asked what I did, and I said guess. He goes, I think maybe something to do with like makeup, like maybe you work at like Ulta Beauty. I was like, that was pretty impressive. I was like, I mean, I have makeup at Ulta Beauty.
Got my palette.
Yeah, right.
From Ulta.
I love that you have it. I was like, wow, that was a pretty good guess. So yeah, my new thing is making people guess things.
Oh my god.
What'd you drop?
This.
Oh. What is our favorite quality about each other?
You can go first.
Okay, good. Good. Favorite quality about each other. I mean, your girl's 36 and she's had some friendships in her life. I don't know, not always when I start to do my eye makeup is when I get emotional.
Don't cry.
I know. I won't make any promises. I don't know if I've ever experienced a friendship like yours. Like, I don't know if I've ever met someone who will like drop anything to help their friends. Like, and it's just like I said in like one of my vlogs of like, I feel like our friendship is like something out of a movie, like something you only see in movies of like the town helps, you know, something goes wrong and like the whole town like pitches in to help, like
Sweet Sleepy Town.
Yeah, literally, like that's like how the friendship feels to me. Like I freaking moved into this apartment And then I had to go out on a I had to go out on a Friday night. It was Lori's birthday, okay? Can you imagine if I didn't go out that night?
No. No. But we don't have to.
Like, the chain of events would be so different if I didn't have gone out that night. And I almost didn't. I was not gonna go out because I had just moved in here.
And then you said, I committed to, like, I said yes. I don't ever, like, back down because that makes me mad.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And that night changed a lot of things, which is so crazy to, like, look back on. But you stayed at my apartment and unpacked for me. And they were like, yeah, we can, like, unpack and I was like, oh, okay. Like, they'll just kind of, like, move boxes around. They hung up all my clothes. Like, they put all of my clothes on hangers and, like, organized my closet. And I came home, like, what just happened here? Like, it was so, I mean, who spends, like, their Friday night, like, helping their friend? And they know that, like, and you guys know, I'm not an organized person. I'm not good at that. Everything's always cluttered and all the things. And, like, they knew that that was something that stressed me out, especially having to move so quickly after getting broken into. Like, it was a big source of stress for me, and they took it off my hands and helped me so much. Like, I was like, I don't even know how to explain what they did. And then even with, like, the Creators and Friends event, I didn't get the goodie bags until I was having to leave to go to the event on Friday that we were having. And her and Katie and Ashley's husband made, like, a whole assembly line and had to open all these goodie bags, individually packed goodie bags, all the wrapping, all the cardboard boxes, make 45 of them, pack them, write Creators and Friends on a tag and put the tag. Like, I was gonna have to wake up, and, like, I was fine with it because it's what I was gonna do, but I was going to have to wake up at probably 5 o'clock in the morning to try to get all of it done. And once again, they did it on a Friday night.
Yeah, like, you would have never made it. It's your event. Like, you're, like, if I'm struggling, you cover down on me. Like, it's a Friday night, but we were just gonna, like, drink and hang out and watch TV.
Yeah.
Like, why not turn on some jams and, like, an assembly line?
I just don't know anyone else that would do that. Like,
there was, like, 2 times that he was not having it.
We call them mom and dad.
Katie and
I are unwell, and their mom and dad.
Katie messed up one assembly line. She switched it up, and I think the biggest ones were done getting unboxed. So she was standing there, and he was like, "Is there not stuff to do? Are you standing around?" And we just looked at each other, and said, "Sorry,
sorry." Oh my gosh, that's funny. Oh, but yeah, it's just, and then, you know, with Aries, like, I know.
I think I told you the other day, like, I can't get past, yeah. Still haven't been able to scroll past the photos when they start with her. I'm just like, nope, I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Ugh.
Everything's fine.
We all miss her. But you guys were a big help. Like, Ashley was here with me because we knew the night before.
Yeah.
We knew what was going to happen. So the way we slept that night was like
the cutest night together.
I know.
It was so sweet.
I know. We were all literally, like, holding on to each other. Like, literally Aries too was like
we were in a little croissant, and then she was in the middle, and, like, you had your arm there and my arm here, and Aries was, like, just there.
Yeah.
And we all slept like that.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Super comfortable.
Right. But it was really, you know, obviously helpful to have someone here, especially just because it was such a crazy situation. Like, it actually ended up being so fast. Like,
it was perfect.
It was.
I know that sounds weird, but, like, it was genuinely perfect.
Yeah. Like, obviously so many people experience the loss of losing a pet, and, like, I wish people could have the experience that I had with Aries, because it was just peaceful. It was very fast. She wasn't in pain. She didn't cry. She wasn't whining.
Nope.
She just looked at us and was like,
yeah.
You got her into my arms, and that's why I got the tattoo. I got the crown tattoo for her right here, because that's where her head was when it happened. So
she's such a good girl.
I know. But you guys really helped then too. Like, you know, I left the apartment, and I mean, you guys found, because we didn't expect it. Her doctor that I'd been working with was out of town. I had needed to make the decision. I had a doctor that would come to the home to do it. And I mean, I know that Aries knows that, or that Aries knew that I was so stressed about that, because that's the one thing I hear from people is they didn't know if they did it too soon, was it too late, like, and I was so stressed about it making the decision at the right time. And so when I called on that Friday night to say, like, I think something's going on, the doctor was actually out of town. And I was like, oh no. So when it did happen the next morning, I didn't know what to do. Like, I didn't know what to do with her. And like, you guys figured it out, found the place, made the calls, had someone come here. I mean, I just sat on the floor with her the entire time. And then even like I left and you guys cleaned the place. Like, we had to throw away my comforter. Like, you gave me your comforter. Like, you took all of her toys out and her medications and things that's just like hard for me. You know, we didn't like throw them out there in their storage unit, but like, so I wouldn't have to like come home and like see her toys and things like that. And I remember like feeling so bad because I felt like I had so much going on all within a short amount of time. Like, from Aries getting diagnosed with cancer to my apartment getting broken into, moving in with you guys, then moving again, you helping me like organize, Aries passing, like, I felt so, and I still feel guilty of like,
you should not.
You guys didn't sign up for this. I was supposed to be like the funny single girl with a cute dog, and instead I'm like the literal train wreck that can't seem to have things not go wrong in her life. Like,
did you meet me a year ago? You didn't sign up for that. I just asked you to come over and you did, so I think you started that train.
That's fair. That's fair. I think what's cool too about, I don't even know what question we're answering, our favorite qualities in each other, but I think what's cool is like, you know, there's obviously definitely a lot of like relationships, but even friendships that are like you are like keeping score, you know what I mean? You're like, oh yeah, I did that for you and I did this for you. Like, I just feel like in our very small little friendship square that we have, like, anyone will do any, like, I mean, even like we send it, you know, you need anything from the grocery store, you need anything from Target, you need anything from whatever, and like no one keeps a score, no one's tallying who's done something for someone else. It's just, can we help? If we can, we want to. Not, we can't always help, but like if we can, like, we're there to help each other, and that's all we want. And we really want each other to succeed. And
well, I think that's the important, like, we all just want to level up each other.
Yeah.
And if you're not a value add or a level up, like, what are we doing with our time? Like, if I love and care for you, even if something I have to call you out on, like, it's because I love the shit out of you. Like,
and it is like, we do have to be called out, and I think that's one of the like strong points of a friendship is when you can look at someone and be like, hey.
Well, my husband said the other day when we were talking about it, it's something similar to this. He goes, name one person in your life that's close to you right now, the person you are, and the people behind you. Those people haven't called you out on your shit, and it's like, this is how you get better. This is how, like, you can't do that. You can't say these things and act a different way, or like, what are we doing here? And I was like, you are 100% right. Yeah. And that's the important thing, like, having those friendships that are close enough. Like, if you're not able to tell me, like, what are we doing? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Ugh, this is so stupid.
I'll have to change my camera battery so you still get more time to think about your favorite quality in me.
Okay, good.
I just have so many to choose from. Is it my yelling, this is my favorite song every day? Have you thought of your favorite quality of me yet?
Yes. You're so funny.
I am so funny. It's so true.
This vlog's so emotional.
I'll take being funny.
No, it's hard.
I love making people laugh.
You have a very good soul. Like, you're caring. It's so funny.
I'm what?
You're caring. Like,
I said Karen.
Karen doesn't have a good soul.
Damn. Dead inside.
It's really funny.
Oh, thank you. Someone told me that today too, actually. That's so weird.
I've been bad.
Thanks. I appreciate that. Love you. I try to be a good person. I love you. I feel like social media can kind of like literally make you question yourself. Like there's times I see things about myself online and I'm literally like, did I say that? Did I say that? Like it literally makes me like question it. Like when there was an entire Reddit thread of how I cheated on my husband, I was like, did I?
Like, wait, hold on.
Wait, did I cheat? I can't. Okay.
Did you?
Did I? Like, I mean, it just like makes you question your whole life of like, I know I never did that, but
100%.
The internet thinks I did. So me and the people on Reddit were, it was like they were in my home seeing everything I was doing.
And you're like, well, I do have that shirt. I do have this. I did wear that on Saturday.
How did you know that? Like, wait, maybe they are right. Like it makes you literally question yourself. And of course, like the thing too is I don't always do everything right and I don't always make the right decisions, but we live in a world now where people want you to make mistakes and they want you to mess up, and you don't really get like any sort of grace period. Like you don't get to like say something wrong. Like the other day I misspelled something in the title and there was an entire thread of how stupid I am.
Can't wait to see I had a Reddit thread.
I was like, okay. Even my mom messaged me and was like, oh, this is like getting out of hand. Like my mom was super upset. And like,
what the hell?
That's like what people don't realize is like when you do stuff like that, other people are seeing it. And then like now you've just upset my mom. Like that's rude. Don't upset my mom. Just, it's a hard thing, but it can make you feel bad about yourself and it can make you feel like you're not doing enough and like, I don't know, all these things. But so it's nice when people can remind you that you're actually a good person.
Well, that's like the stuff that we just went through, the exact same thing.
Right.
Just starting to question like, wait.
Right.
Am I a terrible human? Because I can be at times.
I will can be.
Like, but I don't think I'm that terrible.
Yeah. No,
that sucks.
We live in an interesting world. But I love this friendship.
Oh, me too.
A lot of people also want to know why you don't have like Instagram or social media.
That's fair. Well, back in the day I was a little off my rocker.
Okay.
Went down a very unhealthy path of like caring about stuff that I don't care about, and like then people calling me out, trying to kind of hide if I was somewhere.
Okay.
Because I didn't like want to go out with them, and I wasn't like, oh, I don't want to go out with you. And then there was posts like, I'm at a bar or something like that. Like, one, I needed to be a better friend in general, and like I caught myself like doing stuff like that. I remember waking up one day and there was a chick from high school, and it was her birthday, and it did that like pop up of like, it's this person's birthday.
Yeah.
And then I went down this like hour-long rabbit hole of like what she's doing with her life, what is happening. Like I ended up being late for work, and I was like, you just spent time investing in someone I do not care. I have not spoken to in 4 years. I don't care about your life. Like I was getting wrapped up in like a lot of stuff, and I don't know, I deleted it thinking I would come back to it, and I don't miss it at all.
Yeah, I love that.
So though that's not true. The times that I missed it and definitely not had the value, like that gap, is when we moved to the last place we were at. And I think that connection of any friend anywhere that was in the same spot, I would have like found someone maybe.
Yeah.
But we moved, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. And you found me.
Yeah.
Social media means non-social media. It's so funny.
I love when I'm like, I have an idea, and I say it, and you're like, yeah, it was done like 2 years ago. And I'm like, well, it was good then.
It was good. It was a good idea, though. It was a good idea. Yeah, social media is a really tricky thing. What's really funny to me is I almost find myself gravitating towards people who don't have social media or aren't really on it, which I think is funny. Like my ex-husband did not have social media.
Yeah. Why didn't he have it?
He just didn't like it. Like,
yeah,
he didn't like it. He never, you know, he was like never in any of my stuff, which is totally fine. And that's like going forward. Like I've always said, my personal relationships would not be online, because a lot of people ask me like, do I want to date like another influencer? And I'm like, absolutely not. I feel like that would just be so difficult. I don't think I would like that. I do share a lot, you know, through my social media, and I share a lot publicly. It's like, it's nice to have one thing that's
yours,
a little bit more private. And also out of respect for like the other person as well. Like, not everyone wants their faces like splashed on. That's why even when you were talking about coming on, I was like, are you sure? Because once you come online, you're online. So yeah. I mean, it's not to say like, I mean, I guess I don't, you know, I'm not dating anyone. I don't know what the future will look like. If I decide to date someone and put them online, maybe, but at this point in time, it's not something that I would like can envision happening. But even like some of my closest friendships are people like, and it's nice though, because it's nice that I have my really close friends that do what I do or are interested in what I do. Yeah. And then it's nice to have my close friendships that do not, because to me, I feel like being a social media influencer, there's a certain duality of life of how I am online. And again, like, I want to be the same person. I like to think like my core values are the same, but it is like I am a little bit more professional online.
Well, it is, they are the same, but like, not the world doesn't get all of you,
right?
Like, you get to have you, like,
yeah,
the things that are online about you, like, you are genuinely that person,
right? But then it's interesting to have times where you can just like turn off, and you don't have to feel like you're constantly recording everything. And like, I don't know, it's just, it's hard. It's with social media, it feels like you're kind of always tapped in, and you never really get to like take time off. But then when you're around other people that don't also feel that like, I don't know, need, I guess, to constantly be working, and you can just like hang out together, like, is a really cool thing too. But then I make you work with me, and then I make you film with me, and then I make you take photos with me. So
yeah, but it doesn't feel like work.
Oh, okay, good. Social media is
it's a tricky beast.
It's a tricky thing. That's faux show. Dear @Ashley, how do you feel about being a micro celebrity?
Is that from my OnlyFans?
Yes.
Hey, Steve. What an asshole. I've always been a micro celebrity.
He just loves,
I love
that I call you @Ashley. Like, that is just like always how he refers to you now. It's one of her like close friends.
From home. You guys talk all the time. I love that.
Oh, no, we're best friends now.
I know, like,
yeah,
it makes me happy.
we became best friends.
She told me the date that he was coming to see us, so that was fun, because my husband forgot. So then we met like 2 days later, and she's like, oh my god, Steve's coming on this like, date. What? And I go, huh? And my husband's like, oh yeah, Steve's coming.
I make best friends with all your best friends.
Yeah.
Like, I love all
my
of
best
your
friends are good people.
Yes, they are.
I select them very carefully.
Everyone that I've met has been so great, and I like to think that we are all friends. I'm trying to figure out how to be the flower girl in your friend's upcoming wedding. I think I'd make a great one, personally.
Yeah.
I don't know why you wouldn't want me.
No, I do.
In your wedding. Question. Thanks for taking care of Sam. That's nice.
Aww.
What is something you two disagree on? Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Favorite songs?
Yeah.
My playlist terrifies you.
It's different.
We went golfing one time.
Oh my god, that was terrible.
I was the DJ.
That was miserable.
All my favorite songs.
I was like, please make this stop.
She liked them. She liked them all.
They were so bad. They were aggressive.
They were not appropriate for a golf course.
No, it wasn't.
And then you like Maggie Rogers and
I do.
Taylor Swift.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite way to spend time together? Just hang out.
I was
like, I don't really do anything.
I was like, that's so lame, just being like, just hanging out on the couch. Like,
yeah, we just hang out and talk. Puzzles sometimes. We haven't puzzled in a while, but
bring that back.
We puzzled a lot, like when Aries was sick, because I could bring her over and we could just hang out and do puzzles.
Katie killed it with the 2,000 piece.
Oh my god, that puzzle was terrible.
Yeah, we were on a 1,000 piece puzzle roll, and then Katie got aggressive, and I think we all just were like, okay,
that's enough. Well, like, I could only stare at puzzle pieces for so long.
That one was bad.
Yeah, that one was a doozy. But yeah, we don't really like do anything. We just hang, like, we have dinner.
Yeah.
I mean, every once in a while we go out, but like, we don't really like go out. We go for walks.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, we just like being
we don't
around dinner time, you get a knock at the door, and like we all eat dinner and hang out till like 8:39 and then go to sleep.
We're really quite boring. I always say, like, I feel like my social media looks more exciting because I work with a lot of like businesses around here, and I like show the things in Las Vegas, but like these guys know, like, especially if I'm doing something like clubbing wise or something, I'm getting there the moment I can get there, doing the photos, the videos, working with their, you know, marketing teams, whatever it is that we have to do, and then I'm leaving. Like, if you look closely at my club photos, I'm the only one there. Like, because I'm there the moment they open the doors, so I can be in bed at a good time. Like, I don't want to stay at a club. I mean, I will, like, especially if people are in town and that's what they want to do. Like, sure, I'll go out with you, but like, I'm not trying to go out.
Yeah.
I'm tired. We stayed out till like, what, we left at 10:30 last night?
I felt like it was 1.
It wasn't though, right?
No, I don't.
You told me Charles was coming at 10:45.
There you go.
Okay. I was like, I think we left at like 10:30, 10:45 to meet our driver.
But then we had a photo shoot.
Oh. Running. Yeah, that's right. We were running the halls of Mandalay. That's true. We did do that, huh?
That was so fun.
We're fine. 21-0 Raiders. End of the first quarter.
That's embarrassing.
What's happening?
Oh,
I just picked up their defense too. 21-0. The poor Chargers. Raiders. Maybe I should put my Raiders sweater back. Well, after you scored no points last week, I'm glad you can score some points. What are your goals for 2024?
ooh, not to lose my mind.
Okay.
I don't really make goals. I mean, I do, but like not, I'm gonna work out.
That's a good goal. I love that.
I am gonna work. We're gonna work out.
Yeah.
We're gonna work out.
He's been saying it too.
I know.
Mhm.
We're gonna do that. I think getting more like management training.
Yeah, you've been talking about that for a while.
Yeah. I just don't think that he should be a manager without management training.
I would agree.
But we're making it work.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a lot of work focused.
Yeah. That was gonna be my guess for you.
It's gonna be a lot of work focused,
Mm-hmm.
which is fine.
Mm-hmm. Ashley works incredibly hard. Like, she is very, like, we couldn't be more opposite in what we do, but it's very inspiring to me to watch your work ethic. I feel like our work ethics line up.
It's very sweet.
You know, I think I'm attracted to people as well, like, even friendship wise, but like, who are hard workers.
Yes. Yeah.
And I've said the same thing when Angie and I did our Get Ready With Me. That was something we each talked about, like our work ethics, and I think it's what bonds us as well. Is like, we work really hard. We take our careers very seriously.
I think that also
very different.
I think that also helps of understanding as well when things pop up or whatever. Like, oh, I can't do this. Like, it's my job. Some people get they're like, you'll cancel a dinner because a work emergency came up with my husband. Yes, I will, because he's gonna be there. I'm not saying do it all of the time, like family's in town, whatever, but like if the call is that late and that urgent, like we're getting takeout food. Yeah. And we'll do it bigger tomorrow. Right. Like right now in my stage of my career and trajectory, like that's something that's important to me, and it's important that my friends and my family like support that as well. It's very hard going home and people are like, you're always working, that's all you do is work, and I'm like, you're proud of me for having like this position and like everything, like it comes with work. Escalations happen, like I have to do this. I'm not saying put your part, like we don't have kids, so it's easier for us. I know it's very difficult for my boss, like now she has a 10-year-old and a newborn. It's very hard. Yeah. And they're drawing more lines in the sand, which I very much appreciate. Like, but if you get that call, they answer, and that's where we're at right now. Yeah. But I signed up for it. Right. And that's something too that I've talked about like throughout the years is a lot of times, like I hear the word lucky a lot. Like, you're so lucky that you know, have your own schedule. You're so lucky that you're your own boss. And I'm always kind of like, I
don't know where this luck came from, because I actually consider myself a quite unlucky person. Like, I just have like, I mean, like, have you seen my last 6 months of my life? Like, wouldn't really consider myself lucky, but I have worked really hard, and you make those sacrifices. Like, I started this career in social media when I was like 21 years old, 22 years old. Like, I missed a lot of things during those really fun years of your life because I was working 3 jobs and then had a blog on the side and was also writing a book. Like, and my friends would be like, why are you not coming out with us? Like, you're no fun anymore. I never see you anymore. And then it's those same friends that flash forward years later that are like, you're so lucky. And I'm like, do you remember when I didn't do anything for 4 years straight besides work? Like, yep. That's not considered, I wouldn't consider that lucky. I would consider that you worked hard.
Well, that's what my husband and I were talking about a while ago, and we now change the narrative. They say, like, you guys are so lucky that you have each other. No, sorry, I would say, and he would say, we're so lucky. And one day we're sitting there and we're like, we work really hard at this. Yeah. It's not luck. I would say maybe some of it's luck that we found each other, but like, we work hard. We communicate hard, good or bad. Yeah. Like, we put in that work. Like, it's not, at this point, it's not luck. It's us committing and to each other for that. Like, you have to put in the time. You have to have hard conversations. Like, it's not luck.
Yeah, 100%.
But I am pretty lucky.
You guys are. No, I have a cold dead heart. Is what I always say.
We're warming it up.
It's not that I don't ever, I think people think that, like, I don't believe in love just because I'm divorced, like, that I don't believe in love and like all these things, especially because I haven't dated in the 3 years since getting divorced. Wow. Like, it is not what I am interested in. But then you do get to see relationships like the one that you and your husband have, and it's just like, oh, like, and not to say it's not perfect by any means, and like, but you see that you have to put in the effort to make it. And I saw a quote today of like, shout out to the people who not only feel like a spark like right away, but they keep it ignited, like they keep working to like keep it ignited, or like something along those lines. But it is true, and as someone who was in a relationship for 15 years, you do have to work at it, and you do, and communication is the biggest thing, and that was one of the biggest downfalls of my marriage, was not being able to communicate with each other. And that's why I feel like I'm very communicative now, even in my friendships, and even like with people that I talk to. I'm pretty upfront of like, that didn't make me happy, that's not what I want, and if you can't reciprocate that back,
and this is why,
like, if you can't reciprocate that back, then like, I know that I don't need to talk to you anymore, because I'm not going to make the same mistake again. It's hard. Like, I mean, even being married, I was married for 15 years. I was married for 7 years, and there's a lot of work that goes into it. It's not just like every day is great and fabulous.
No,
I mean, you don't have to like.
We did not have a great morning.
This morning?
No.
Did anyone have a great morning this morning? Because I didn't.
We did not. And then I was like, he needed some time, and I needed some time.
Yeah.
And I went in there, and I was like, okay, let's talk. Like, here we go. And we've also implemented like, I mean, it is very basic, but we do not abuse the rule. And it's, if you're in the middle of a conversation, like, we don't fight, we do debate and like things like that. But if you say, I feel, like, the other person pauses, like, this is your I feel statement, like, I feel like when you did that, you were trying to attack me, or this is what it did, and we don't do it like, I feel like you're being a dick. Like, it's like, I feel like you made that statement because you wanted to poke fun at me for this underlying reason, or like deflect like what's happening here. And it's worked very well. Good. Like, because it's been like, I feel like you said that to make me feel bad about like not going home or something like that, or like, you're doing this and I'm not communicating that, and then it's a different lens of like, oh my god, that was not my intent whatsoever, and that made you feel this way. But without us doing that, like, when we first started dating, I was just like the one that ran around like, everything's fine, I'll do whatever, like, it's cute. I was like comfortable, and I was like, okay,
Okay.
So I'm not the problem.
So,
I have some things to say.
yeah. No, I love that. Like, being able to, like, be comfortable with someone to start to be able to, like, have those conversations is not always easy, but
you have to have them.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the key is, like, whoever you end up with, you should have those conversations. So, like,
right.
I hope that the people find how to be comfortable with it.
People want to know, have we ever been on a double date? They asked Angie if she's tried to hook me up with anybody.
No.
No.
No, we haven't.
No. No.
Does Katie count?
I was like, even your friend that we were talking about earlier, who I'm now friends with, like, we are just friends. Like, he came to Las Vegas and we instantly had a friendship. And that was all. But no, you've never.
No.
You don't have any single friends?
Not that I'd hook you up with.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Well, that's nice then. No, we haven't. We've never been on a double
That's
date.
so funny.
Maybe one day. Like being friends with a YouTuber / influencer.
Oh, it's awesome. I get free shit all the time.
The truth comes out.
It's amazing.
She's like, look at my beautiful Allie Lyons bag filled with makeup that I didn't buy.
Do you see this? Do you see 6 palettes that I would never purchase in my life? And everyone's like, you did green. Yeah, I'd never buy it. But I can do it now.
Like, I love it so much. Thank you.
Last night was fun. Like,
I get to take my friends to fun things around town.
it's been eye-opening. Like, I never thought being an influencer was, like, easy by any means, but it's 1000% changed my perspective of, like, probably a little too defensive around people. Like, your friend's an influencer, and I'm like, now as a girl, see, I get mad. And I'm like, let me tell you. No, you sit down, let me tell you.
Sit down.
And, like, all my family's like, yes, we know Samantha the YouTuber, the legit YouTuber.
The legit one.
Influencer. And
She's
I'm like,
legit.
yeah, I'm like, she's like, legit. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think, you just say, okay, like, do you know what that means? But my mom's been supporting the hell out of you.
Oh, I love Ashley's mom. We love a supportive mom.
What up, Mom?
We love Carol. See, I know Carol's name. And okay, let's do one more.
Wait, then I have a question for you.
Oh wait, does Ashley still lick her eyeliner brush?
No.
That's a good question.
No.
Ow.
That hurt. Yours? I don't lick or spit in anything anymore because, like, my husband said it's disgusting and I shouldn't do it, but now I just use water. I have not done it since then. I believe you.
I've watched you do your makeup.
Yeah, I'm like, maybe I've done it once. No, I don't think I've done it.
What is our favorite memories together?
Huh.
I feel like there's so many.
I know.
The Hawaii feet photos was pretty funny.
That was funny.
The Hawaii in general was pretty funny. I liked a lot from Hawaii.
I don't even care if that's up there.
That's when you know you're real friends. Oh, that was funny. Hawaii was that one was really fun to me. Another favorite memory is when you called me on my birthday to tell me happy birthday, and I was like, thank you so much. And we talked and had a whole conversation. She was out of town on a work trip, and then you called me the next day to tell me how sorry you were that you didn't call me on my birthday. I like that too.
I think I texted you and called you on your birthday,
Yeah.
and then I called you the next day to apologize. And I actually don't remember what your birthday is.
You don't remember my birthday?
June? No. April. I know it. April.
It's the same month as yours.
March. The very end of March.
The 23rd.
23rd.
It's tattooed on me. We're like 2 weeks apart. We're going on a birthday trip together because our birthdays are so close to each other. Give me some water.
Half birthday. Half birthday. It was the half.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Dunk your head in water.
It deserves. But I just got my makeup done.
Oh yeah, and you look beautiful. I love the green on you. Oh, thank you.
Yours looks really good.
Thanks, Natasha. The Xenon. As I like talk so much smack about the Xenon palette, I've worn it 2 nights in a row. It's fine.
I was gonna mention that.
Everything's fine.
Ooh, that one tingles.
Wait, do you have more favorite memories?
I mean, we do a lot of cool stuff together.
We have some really fun memories with Aries, like all the photo shoots we did with Aries, like those are all really funny. All those Polaroids with her. I mean, living together for 3 weeks, that was pretty fun.
Yeah. That was something.
Yeah, she says yeah. I come home and I'm just me talking to myself with my ring light on. They're like, oh, there she is again. Talking to herself again. Yeah, we've done some really fun things. Honestly, that 4th of July, that first 4th of July when we didn't even know each other, that was one of my like most fun nights. And you were like pushing me out of my, because I'm like, I have like social anxiety and I don't like to get out much. And you were like pushing me to do things. And I didn't even know you at that point.
When me?
When you?
I don't know. Hawaii was really fun. It was really fun.
The cruise when we died.
Oh, that was
well, I died.
I liked our like bathing suit montage in Hawaii. Like that was fun. That was fun. We had like under 40 minutes before we were gonna be late to a wedding.
A whole wedding.
That we had all day free, but we decided to go to brunch and do bottomless rosé. And then stack that on top of a montage. But we got like 4 bathing suits.
And we thought we looked great in all of them. And then we came home. I have yet to wear the club swimsuit.
I haven't. I put it on and took it right off.
Yeah, she was like the one, like I like sent a photo of it, which at the time I thought I looked amazing. And she was like, you can only wear that to the day club. So I was like,
that's where we're going.
And then we never went. I didn't go to a day club. I went one time. I went in April. Went one time to a day club. She's a nice
and I wouldn't be wearing that.
That was pretty funny because we just kept coming out of the. We were like Spider-Man, like pointing at each other, like yeah.
Everything fit.
Everything looked so good on us.
When that lady told me I was a box shape, I got so angry. So angry. Your body's like a box, like mine. That's not gonna fit. And I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna stab you. And then it didn't fit. The only ones that fit were the ones that she suggested.
Yeah, that was rough.
I have a box shape.
That was rough. I forgot about that.
I was so angry.
Yeah. That was fun. Yeah, Hawaii was fun. I'm excited for our next trip. All of our trips. Nashville.
I think I'm gonna go.
Highlands.
Here we go.
Woo! All right, well that's gonna wrap it up for this chatty get ready with me answering your questions. Featuring Anna Ashley. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
How do you think we did?
I think well.
I think we did great.
Yeah. Hopefully you don't have too much to edit out.
That's fine. That'll be fine. Here's our final makeup looks.
I don't know what I did. Just put a bunch of green on.
We love.
Oh, and I have a lip gloss.
Oh, look at you. Well, thank you so much for watching. If you want Ashley to come back, let us know. If you have any other video topics you want to see from us, or if we should just start a podcast, let us know.
Let's get lit.
The name of it. Let's get lit.
Yes.
I had a title. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say it because someone will steal it. But I have a name for us.
Oh, we have a thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
If we decide to start one.
Oh, okay. Merry Christmas.
Dead inside.
But not.